The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Steelers 21, Steelers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Quarter.
From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger. Johnson with a burst, the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Harris. He's to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Sets him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 50 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Gold for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Steelers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. McLeod now on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he'll bring it back all the way. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Play action. Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Switch! Snickers, 66.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let's go. 54. Check. Watch 54.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Harris. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the foot.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris there to make the grab. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Zach Kerr there to get him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And some space here.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage. I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 24 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
A lot of score.